another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the originals. This is episode 19 of season 3. Hopefully guys are enjoying the series so far. You can vote on your most liked and disliked characters of this season in the description below. Get voting and we will reveal them at the end of season 3. Last episode was interesting. We'll start at the end, ironically, because Camille has been bitten from Lucien, which is absolutely crazy in the context of the last bite that we have seen was when he bit Finn, an original vampire who actually died, mate. Literally, Klaus went over and fed him his blood and it still didn't work. We did find out at that time when Finn died that Klaus, obviously, he's from one pack, Hayley, she's from another, and usually Klaus can heal them, but Lucien, he's created some sort of, serum. Pretty much, he used it. He made a deal with the ancestors and he agreed to kill or get rid of the Michaelsons from New Orleans in exchange for power. And this power was created using obviously the white oak and serum as well. It's extracted from 7 of the wolf packs. So obviously Haley's one, Klaus is another. He's got 7 of them, so it's so strong and Klaus's blood can't even cure it. So what's going to happen to Camille? Obviously we've seen it happen with Finn. He's died, and crazy, Klaus's love, his girl, the one that's just turned into a vampire. What is happening with her? It's absolutely mental. And all this happened as well because at the start of the episode, Lucien, he had a second vial. So he's drank one, transitioned over into this. I don't know what it's called. Like Hybrid 2.0, original alpha. Is stronger than them. He's got red eyes. He's mad. And he kind of done a proposal to Aurora because he freed the last episode, which is interesting. And basically he said, look, me and you could be together forever. I've always wanted to be with you. He's literally been in love with her aunt ever since we met them. Was introduced way back in the day when obviously Klaus and everybody was running from Michael, and she said, look, I'll accept this, but I can't go on living my life knowing that my brother is suffering. And Lucien, he said, look mate, at the end of today you will either have your brother back or we will kill Elijah and we'll end Tristan's suffering. So it's good. It's really interesting. So that set the tone of the episode. He went straight after Klaus. He attacked him with ease. He couldn't even put up a fight, Klaus. He was trying. Lucien was just batting him around. No dramas. Klaus did have the Papatunde's blade as well. Didn't even matter. Lucien turned it, put it inside of him, took Klaus down. Now, Camille, she's seen this, and she ran off to tell Elijah, Lucien, and took him back to the penthouse, tied him up with Aurora. They was taking the mick. They was laughing at him, was giving him a good beating and stuff, and they were saying, look, mate, we're going to go and kill your brother. And he left, but he obviously left Aurora there with Klaus. I was saying I wouldn't know if that was a good idea, because I feel like Klaus would be able to manipulate Aurora because she is unstable, even though that makes her good because you never know what you're going to get. And he was doing that. He was getting inside her head, and then she was revealing things, and she was saying, look, she doesn't even love Lucien. He's just a means to an end, just to get her brother back and to establish dominance and power. So that's really good. And obviously Lucien went after Elijah. Now, I do like Lucien in terms of the fact that he does say he's going to do something and he tries to. Even if he doesn't succeed, he still goes after it. So it's really exciting. He ended up going to a place where Elijah come. They had a fight. And then, as he was going towards Elijah, Freya come in because she's sick now. She's absolutely unreal this season, having a fantastic one. Come in, done a spell that's on the floor, kind of like bound him to one spot. She was like torturing him, so to speak. She was she was trying to rip out his heart. It didn't work. It was working, but it didn't because the ancestors come to help Lucien. Like I said, man, they've got a vendetta against the Michaelsons. They want them gone, and they're literally doing everything they can to help him. So they managed to escape this thing that he was locked in, this place, and then went on the attack. He pretty much killed all the vampires that come with Elijah, and Elijah managed to flee with Freya, which was a smart play. Obviously, sometimes you have to you have to retreat. Like you can't stand there because you'll die, and it takes a good warrior to know when he's beaten. And Elijah knew that then, and he didn't leave his life and Freya's in danger. He fled. Now, obviously, Lucien's going to come back, and he's going to come back stronger. But it's interesting. Obviously, like I said, while all this was going on, and Klaus was saying that to Aurora, Hayley and Camille went after him. They went there, they attacked Aurora, they managed to actually successfully get her, take her down, because pretty much Camille couldn't go inside the house, so Aurora was kind of like laughing, and then Hayley come, just like Jackson did when Elijah turned up, dived in, about to rip her heart out, mate. She literally put her claws right inside, she had hold of her heart. Klaus was like, no, don't, mate, she's drank the serum, she'll come back even stronger. and it kind of saved Aurora's life. She was lucky. So that was really interesting, but they managed to hit her with a syringe and get Klaus out, and obviously extract Aurora as well. They've got her tied up somewhere back in the Michelson compound now. Lucian's come back to the house. He's seen that she's not there. He's not happy. He's gone after, obviously, Camille, like I said, and he's bitter. So that's literally, that's going to set a tone now for the rest of the story between them. Is Camille going to die? Is she not? I don't know. I mean, like I said, it's a ticking time bomb. We've seen how fast it hit Finn. Only took him 1 day, I think, before he was actually dead. And I definitely do not want Camille to die. No chance, mate. No chance. That's what I've got to say. So I'm excited to see where this goes. Finn as well is having an interest, not Finn, sorry. Cole is having an interesting storyline because the ancestors are proper at him, man. Like, he tried to even flee the city as well, leave New Orleans because he can't stand it. He's literally, wherever he's going, he's just getting the urge to fight everyone and kill everyone. And you know what? Fair play to him, man. He's trying to control himself and stand back and try and protect the people. And he's even willing to leave Davina to save everybody else. You know, he's put himself first over everybody's over safety and his own feelings, and he tried to leave, and he crossed the New Orleans border. As soon as he crossed it, he started dying, mate. Literally, all the shit was coming up at his arms. He had to run back into the border, and you know, that makes me think that he's going to die as well, because I feel like the ancestors just going to go after him and after him and after him until he becomes like a crazy person that has to be put down. You know, you got no other way because you got Psycho on the loose. So I feel tight on him, feel tight on Davina, but I'm excited to see where we go with the storylines. There's a few episodes left, and you know, the last few have been really good. Started off with the season absolutely amazing as well, and I think it's been absolutely solid throughout, and hopefully we can end on a massive bang. So thanks so much for clicking on today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash the like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
All the makings of a lovely day.
Klaus was on his way to that house, wasn't he? I'm surprised that he's not been there in the whole night.
Camille! Finally awake!
He said.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, apologies. Huh. Care for tea?
Yeah, I've got one. Hey, that was sick.
Enough!
I do like that throwing star. We've seen it used before, haven't we?
Klaus!
What is it?
Something happened and you're gonna be angry. Fly off the handle and do something crazy. Promise me. I love you. And I won't let you get yourself killed.
I can tell you I love you tomorrow.
Yeah, that was sick,
You're
Klaus.
not dying today.
Cammy. Hey.
Healing salve, motherwort, white willow bark. The recipe's over 1,000 years old.
Baby, I'm so sorry.
You should be. This is your fault. It was you who turned Lucian into that beast.
Klaus, stop.
My bite is cured by my blood.
Do you think his blood can save her?
I sliced him all to hell before he ran.
Okay, I got this one. Lucian's got no reason to be on the lookout for me.
Hope is a Michelson witch who carries the wolf gene. We already know that she has healing powers. I'll tell Diana I'm coming.
Mate, how smart is that? Honestly, how smart is that? I did not even think about trying Lucian's blood, mate. Literally. Because Klaus does it over dominance as well. We've seen it so many times. He bites people and then he's like, oh, and now you need my blood. You know, do this for me. Seen it in the Vampire Diaries loads of times. So, how good was that, actually? It would make total sense. Now, obviously, I'm going to say it's not going to work because that's too easy, and now you think of it logically. I kind of think that she might have to take blood off all 7 packs, but then I don't know. Like, somebody mentioned that, I think they said that Hope doesn't classify as part of a pack. I would have thought that Hope would have been a new original. Now, like, people said that's not the case. Now, to me, I don't understand how that's not a case. I'm not saying that they're wrong. Obviously, they're obviously right. They would have watched the show, but she's clearly, to me, a new breed of an original. Like, so she should have the same powers and same thing. She shouldn't be able to die, in my personal opinion. Only the White Oak, and she should be able to heal people the way Klaus does, my personal opinion, because he's a hybrid. And obviously, she's got witchy powers as well. Like, she should be able. To me, I think that Hope should be able to do magic, heal people, bite people, and have all the vampire abilities, compel, not die as well. So, like, I would give it a go. I'd get Hope's blood, literally. Why not? Literally, why not?
What are you doing here?
Tried to use magic to track you, then I realized you were hiding somewhere magic couldn't reach.
I didn't want to go, nor was it my intention to come back. The ancestors won't let me leave.
Just promise you'll never leave me.
Mate, she's walking on a tightrope
I'm
around
in the
here.
middle of something.
Lucian went after Cammy. He bit her. Be careful, right? Lucian could be anywhere.
I was wrong to deny you the satisfaction of revenge.
All of a sudden, I'm not so hung up on revenge. I'm the kind of person that helps people like Aurora.
That's good, right? Because that is what she should have been when she... I know she'd only just transitioned over. When she first transitioned over, she totally left her character. She was someone completely different. I understand that. But, like, it didn't fit Camille. I didn't like her in the 2 episodes that we had following her transition. Now, obviously, if she comes back on the straight and narrow and says what she's going to do there, I'd love it. To be honest, I like Camille anyway, but I just didn't like it when she first transitioned.
I can't leave here, and I am not letting you walk into a fight by yourself.
Let go!
She's dead confident, isn't she, all the time? It's got to be a doubt. Oh, can you not leave there?
DAVINA! My talents do not lend themselves to playing nursemaid.
Do you care about her? Figure it out.
He's going to be the Joey for the whole episode.
It really is a beautiful day.
My sister gave me this concoction. She assures me it'll put you on the mend.
I loved being a bartender. Each night, someone new would come in with a good story. I used to think, give someone a little booze, they'll tell you anything.
Well, you're quite adept at listening. In fact, I would go so far as to call you a connoisseur.
With current events, I would have written a will, but no time like the present. Will you write a few things down?
Camille.
I've made my peace with dying. Don't want to leave any loose ends, so...
It's like the second time we've seen her on a literal brink of death.
I came to watch her back.
How do you think she is? She got pulled into a vampire vendetta, and now if we can't make this work, she's gonna die. Venez sangria moi.
That is so good.
Sangria moi. They don't want me using magic because they know I sided with vampires. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise! Faust's tenure is at an end. I expect you will arrive soon enough.
Look how strong she is there. That's what I like. Davina doing stuff like this.
Davina Claire. Did you honestly bring your favorite doll to a bar fight?
Figure Veritas will make sure the next words you speak are the truth.
Vincent, my books, and all of Kieran's files. To Haley, my dark objects. You...
Enough! It is pointless. My greatest joy is listening to the screams of my victims just before I end them.
Tell me how to cure Cammy.
You're so persistent. No need to point that hideous thing at me, love. The ancestors on my side.
Why would the ancestors help you?
They'd exterminate a certain family of vermin vampires.
Drink this.
I don't believe in loopholes. Your sweet Camille is going to die.
I will be really salty if she dies. Like, honestly, I'm not saying that I'm a team Camille. Well, I'm definitely a team Camille and Klaus, like, for sure. I love them together. And I just think that she makes Klaus a better person. And that's why I really enjoy her in the show. Like, if it doesn't matter if, like, I just say, for example, I wasn't, like, a massive fan of Jackson. But if Jackson being with Haley made Haley just such a better character, then I'd be all for him being in it. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't want him to leave because it elevated Haley, but it actually didn't. I thought Jackson being there lowered Haley, and he's gone and she's elevated herself. Do you know what I mean? Like, I thought he pulled her down. He was an anchor dragging her down when she was supposed to be rising, and now obviously he's gone. She's literally shot up into the sky. So, like, well, I feel like Camille being here just makes Klaus better as well. I feel like it makes him a better person and go up because he thinks more logically, and I like it how obviously, like, he's still the same Klaus, but he's also has a second side of him, which I enjoy. Like, I really enjoy Damon, and then in the back end when he was like all lovey-dovey with Elena, and he was like, I want to be with you, and I want to do this, and we're going to have a family, and he was still the same Damon, but with an extra layer, and it was good. That's what I feel like Camille brings to Klaus, just an extra layer of his character that I enjoy watching.
Mary doesn't want vampires near her cabin. It's probably better if you just stay here. This time I'm taking my 2-year-old daughter into a war zone on the off chance that it might save my friend from dying. I mean...
I'm not afraid to die. We fight for those we love.
She's got massive eyes, hasn't she? Absolutely massive. I'm putting all my eggs in the hope basket, me. Literally. I'm throwing them all in there.
You really outdid yourself.
And then tomorrow, when you're recovered, we can travel anywhere you like. We're in a perfect moment of a perfect day.
Getting worse.
Okay, then we gotta try something else.
Lucian engineered a pure strain of wolf venom.
Blood magic's not working.
How about a magical miracle baby?
You are gonna wake them, aren't you? I've got a party to finish.
Why are you doing this?
Because I can.
But you don't have to hurt Cammy.
Of course I do! Nick stole the love of my life! When Cammy dies, Nick will be struck by such overpowering grief, he will lash out at me. Because a romantic attachment will end him. Would you be so kind as to please go on your way?
Why are you letting me go?
You are not mine to kill.
Lucian is a good actor. Got to give him credit, man. You got to literally say when something's good, you got to give them praises. Whether like you like what they're doing or not, he is very good. Literally, like he had a period in the show where he was absent. I think I even was like, what happened to Lucian? I think he actually said that in a couple of the episodes, and then boom, mate, he come back, and obviously we've utilised him to the max, mate, at the end. So far he's been really, really good. I like how he goes up and down in his like. What would you say in his like personality? Like he'd be so calm and he could go screaming, and then he's down here so back calm again, and there's literally like you can see the emotion in his face as well. He's trying to compose himself. He's decent.
It's lovely, save for the incessant parade of inebriated buffoons that have omitted them when I conjured this.
You don't get to delete the details that annoy you. If you love something, you have to accept the good with the bad. Healthy, happy people get by just fine when they don't get their way. Just trying to enjoy my perfect day, and I will be able to if you allow me to make my point. Remember when we first met? People were just things that you used to get what you wanted. You wanted to be understood. Klaus, that's a human impulse. His love will make you strong. It will make you the man that I know you want to be. Because I won't be here to remind you.
His first introduction, he was saying that love makes you weak, didn't he?
I warned you there would be consequences.
The ancestors tampered with the spell I used to bring you back. We knew that. They want you to kill me, right?
Thank you for saving me from unending torment. I adore you with all my heart. All I want to do is rip out your throat.
Can he not dagger him and just leave him in a box for a bit until they defeat them? See, smart. Get me signed up to this show.
I've always hated these bloody things.
I can fix you.
I know you can, but this is to make certain that you're safe.
I have waited so long to have you back.
Wait a little longer. Bring me back when my mind is right. You can't trust me. It means you can't love me.
This is a 10 out of 10 play. Sacrifice. Had to be done. Smart play. Her and Vincent want to take him down, don't they? So like once they do that, they can bring him back.
I've tried everything that I know, including the power that resides in the blood of our niece. Klaus can ease her pain. She won't last much longer.
Oh, I'm going to be fuming if she dies, not going to lie.
Could put her soul in another body.
No. She'd have to agree for the transfer to Holden. She wouldn't do that to an innocent.
Cannot deny her the dignity of choice.
I'm on edge. Literally, I'm like, I'm going to be so pissed if she's dead.
It's the night we met. You remember every detail.
Some demons will not be tamed.
We just do the best we can and never give up.
Oh, the music's on. She's defo going.
Tired.
Come in.
Even though we're so different, I feel like I've always known you. Maybe that's just how you know you love someone.
Can't believe they're throwing the love around all episode and it's only once.
You're gonna tell me that tomorrow.
Oh, shit.
I really don't have another tomorrow, do I? What's that? What's happening?
Why did he always do a good death scene, man? I'm not happy.
I wanted to be brave. I wanted to handle this with dignity.
I'm here.
So much for the brave bartender, huh?
Don't you think for a moment that you failed me? You inspired goodness in me. All of the souls I've encountered and forgotten in the long march of time. I will carry you with me. Just stay a bit longer.
The cycle of abuse that Michael began, you can end so you can be the light for your little girl.
Just know there will be no more pain. You will find peace.
Marcel?
See, all I can think about is how much the quarter still needs you.
But I won't forget what we set out to do, and I won't ever shy away from doing what needs to be done. Even if I do get shot down, I know you're right there ahead of me. Until then, sweet lady, this isn't over.
Klaus, will you be all right?
This isn't over.
It's not fair, considering everything that you did for her dad. But I always figured if he liked you, he couldn't be that bad.
So I can't believe, like, it looks like she actually is dead. Devastated. Got to be smart now and not act trash. I'm sure she said something like that to him.
What happened to her is on me.
My family's magic, which means we made him.
I really wish I could talk to you right now.
Oh, it's coming out. Oh. I hope she's dead because it gives me hope that Camille's going to come back.
Wake up! Wake up.
that's interesting. So I said it should have ended when Klaus was knelt down, but I kind of like it now because Davina's dead and Camille's dead in the same episode. But then, I don't know, Camille dying on her own, I feel like maybe she was gone. Do you know what I mean? Maybe she is dead, you know. Now Davina dying, I can't see it. I actually can't see it. I feel like Davina, like even though I'm not a massive Davina fan, in my head somewhere deep down I feel like there's massive Davina fan clubs knocking around somewhere. Do you know what I mean? I feel like she's one of these characters where I'm not a big fan of, but like she's got a massive following, and I feel like taking her out would be not a bad play, but it's just not beneficial. It's more beneficial to have, I feel like it's more beneficial for the show to have Davina in than Camille, even though they both serve massively different purposes. Now I think that Davina dying gives me a tiny bit of hope that Camille can come back. Now, I'm absolutely devastated that Camille died, and she had a sick death as well. Like, they always do a good death, man, don't they? Got to give it to him. You know, I think I say it every time. I give a clap as well. I don't know if I give Finn a clap last episode or one before, but I definitely acknowledged give a good send-off, regardless of who you are. Always do it, man. They know how to do it on point every time. But I don't think she should have died. I think that it's a waste of transitioning her over to being a vampire. She died so fast because, you know, could she I'm assuming then if he bites somebody that's not a vampire, then the bite don't work, and then that's the reason why they are a vampire, and then it works. You know, I'm going down that road anyway, but I kind of feel like it's a wasted opportunity, and her being a vampire and Klaus being together, and they dropped the love bomb as well in this episode, and then it's been stripped away, so it's all devastating in literally every aspect. In terms of the episode, it's been great, really enjoyed it, very good, exciting stuff, and it's controversial, which means I'm excited to see the next and the next, you know what I mean? That's what you want. You want to watch an episode, be like, whoa, you know, when you see the next one, what's going to happen? Is she dead? You know, I'm dying inside. Like, I am physically, like, dying, wanting to know if she's alive. Like, I really badly want to type in if she's in the next episode. I didn't do it with Alaric. And that was literally, I was wasting away when he died, and I was trying to figure out if he was back in the show. And he was out of it for like 2 seasons, made like 1 appearance, and then he come back, and then we're finishing off. He's currently in the Vampire Diaries, and we're finishing off the end season 7 onwards, and he's still in it. But with Camille, I don't know. I really wish big time that she's still in. So I've got my fingers crossed. Literally, I had all my eggs in Hope's basket, and it didn't work. Devastated. And that is going to wrap up today's episode. My God, man. Lucian, not playing around, is it? Literally. I know, obviously, a bit of last episode, but it followed through, and it's actually... It looks like he's killed her this episode, which is absolutely crazy, man. Literally madness. And then, obviously, to top it off, Davina's possibly gone as well. So what a madness of an episode. 2 deaths, of 2 big characters. I think that's the first time we definitely had that. Like, we have had deaths before, but never 2. Unexpected as well. Davina's was definitely unexpected. And I'm quite surprised at Cole at the end there attacking her, and then he realised, because that's what I was thinking in my head, like when the dagger come out and he was back, surely he could just realise, oh, I'm back, dagger me again. Do you know what I mean? But like, it seems like he was full on possessed, like hardcore, didn't know who he was, where he was, what he was doing, and he went after her. So, and then obviously once he'd done the deed, so to speak, he come back into the present, like, you're back in the room, you know. And so it's interesting because he said that the deal that was to bring Cole back was him to take out Davina, and he's done that now. He actually has done that. So then, are they going to leave him alone now? That would be very interesting to see. Are they still going to use him, try and like make him do more stuff, even though he's successfully done the action that he's brought back to do? And that was take her out. Now, how's Marcel going to react? You know, what's going to happen? Where's she gone? Is she going to go back into the side, you know, where we seen Cole the first time? So, I mean, that obviously, like, when we was over there, we seen that all the ancestors going after Cole, didn't we? And I wonder if they do that to Davina as well, because that would be really, really interesting, because they've gone for her on the present side, obviously, using Cole, and now maybe they go after her again in, like, the dead side, or whatever side you'd want to call that. So this is really interesting. I'm really fascinated with the storyline that we're going down with Davina. It's much better than going after the vampires. I think that, you know, the witches are not great in this show, as in terms of they're all pretty much baddies, aren't they? Most of them, all the ancestors and all that, they're all bad people. So Davina, she's actually not a bad person. Whether you like her or dislike her, she's not that bad, and she actually tries to do everything to save people. And she, again, like, she's been took down trying to save people. She even stood up to Lucian. So do you know what I mean? You got respect her for that. She's persistent in trying to do what she thinks right. So I'll say big up Davina on that one, and I can't wait to find out what's going on, because what is it, Vincent, mate? Obviously he's lost Camille this episode, and he's lost Davina, two people that he really cares about, you know, in different ways. So that's going to be exciting. Do you know what I've got to say? Even though this has nothing to do with Vincent in this episode, because I was kind of thinking, you know, like, with Camille possibly dying, and I was just sat in my head and I was thinking, you know what, she's been a good addition to the show. Obviously she was been in it since the start, but she was a good person to drop in, and I think she's done really well. And then I was thinking about Freya as well, thinking obviously she wasn't in the first season, but dropping her in season 2, and she's been good so far. Again, a great addition. It reminds me of Ella in Lucifer. You know, she wasn't in season 1, and we dropped her in, and like, she's a focal point of the show. Literally, like, the show wouldn't be the same if she wasn't in there. Same as Danny DeVito in Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You know what I mean? Season 1 wasn't in it. Still a decent show. Put him in, so much better. And I just look at Vincent, I think, you know what a great idea it was putting him in this show. Like, literally, like, I was trying to think in my head, obviously Camille died, and it's had a big impact on everyone, and she had a good death. And then obviously when he was sat there and he was on the chair and she was in the bed, I was thinking, do you know what, if Vincent died, like, would he get a good send-off? I don't know how many people like him in the show, like, of the characters. Like, I like watching him. I think he's really good, and that's where it got me thinking, like, what a good character to put in. You know, he wasn't in the first season, but look at him, mate. I think he's well good. He's like, yeah, okay, he done an action that kind of caused this, like he said, but he was forced to do it. And yeah, the Michaelsons aren't technically blaming him and going after him, and he's kind of been, he's one of these characters, he's been against him and for him, against him, like, he keeps being against him, but like forced, and then he's back for him when he's back himself. And it's funny because you don't actually blame him for doing those actions. Well, so I mean, I think Vincent's really good. I can't wait to see what he's going to do with Freya, because both of them are really, really strong witches. And now, obviously, Think is down. Camille, I mean, and they're going to try and reverse the spell that Lucian done to get him to this position where he is, you know. And Davina's gone now, and they're going to go back and they're going to try and get her. Do you know what I mean? Like, so many avenues that we could go down, which is actually really good. Like, I think they definitely done the right play with Davina in trying to take it down this side, you know, pushed it away from the Michaelsons, which made us focus more on them and that story, and give her a good solid one as well, utilised her in this season. You know, I can't wait. I think it's exciting with Cole. I don't know if he's going to be free now to be like himself, the ancestors leaving him, that he can go and help the family as well to get Davina back, get revenge for Camille, go after Lucian. Do you know what I mean? Like, it'd be good to get him on that side now, where he's got full control of himself and another asset to the team where he can actually take somebody out. I want Klaus to act rationally. I know that, you know, the best time that Klaus could be is to go like irrational and go around just absolute savage mode, kill everybody, go on absolute madness. I want that to happen, but strategically. He's a good strategist, good at planning things. And like Camille said to him, you know, love is not a weakness. When we first seen Klaus and he was introduced, who did he say it to? Was it Elijah or something? Like, he was saying, love, mate, that is the biggest weakness. Never find love, or something like that. Anyway, he said that. I can't remember, it's like 10 seasons ago now, but she flipped it. She said love is not a weakness, it makes you stronger, it gives you something to fight for. And Lucian, when he was speaking to Davina, he was saying, look mate, the person that he cares about is going to get ripped away from him, and I'm expecting him to come and attack me like in, you know, like uncalculated, in anger, not strategic, and I'll be waiting to take him down. So I hope that he's going to sit back, try and strategize, that's it, and go after him. And as well, what the hell is this earthquakey thing and all this shit falling down in the cemetery, you know, like, what's coming out of it, I don't know. Can't wait. Definitely been a fantastic season so far. We're only on, it's episode 18, so we've still got 3 more exciting episodes. No, what? Yeah, 3 more, 4 more, I don't know, I've lost count. Madness anyway. Thanks so much for clicking on today's video. Hopefully guys enjoy. If you did, please smash the like, it helps out the channel, subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers guys.